G'day. There's no button anymore.
No, I don't know what's happened.
So how can we raise their attention?
Well, I think you stand there and wave your arms and put your head or something.
Wonderful.
I'm quite sure, but they do look up every now and again.
Right. Fair enough. So I'll just wait for them. It's funny, I wonder what happened to the button.
I don't know, it might have been stolen perhaps.
They just don't want to speak to anyone.
They had a bell too, and I think that got stolen.
Oh. You gotta laugh.
Yeah. If you're just after JP, isn't it?
No, I need to serve a summons on a member of Victoria Police.
Oh, yeah.
Now, first of all, I have to find out if he's still here, and then find out if he's on duty somewhere else, and then go there and.
Got to actually give it to that.
Well, I think I can leave it with these guys to serve on him, and then I've got another copy which I can scan and email to him, so that then he's got an emailed copy as well. But yeah, these guys don't like me much, so I'm imagining they'll try to obstruct me. But, yeah, summonsing him, and I'd like to speak to him beforehand so that he knows what it's about as well. So, no, I'm not. I need to serve this summons on Senior Sergeant Howard Jones. So, does he work here?
Yes, he does.
He does work here.
Yes.
Could you please find out when he's next in? He's required in court in Frankston on the 6th, 7th and 8th this week. So it needs to be served on him today.
2 days' notice. I think, don't they need more notice than 2 days?
No.
They don't?
We served on him in the morning, but he wouldn't get there and he'd be late. So, and it's because the court has denied me legal representation that I've had to do all this. It's supposed to have been adjourned because of my solicitor having health issues, but the magistrate has said, well, no, bad luck, he has to find another barrister.
Right, okay.
And of course I can't find another barrister in half a day.
No,
over a long weekend.
Yeah, and a long weekend.
So it's very untoward what the court have done.
Yep.
So this is an emergency to serve this on Senior Sergeant Howard Jones.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to find out when he's next in for you.
Thank you. And I can actually leave it with you. I've just got this affidavit of a declaration of service that I'll need to fill out with you.
All right. Well, if he's here, it'd be better to serve it on him.
Would.
If he's not, then we'll come out and grab it. Alright, Philip, this is Acting Sergeant Hardiman.
Hi.
You want to serve something on Senior Sergeant Howard Jones, is that right?
Yes, this witness summons.
Yep. What you got to do, everyone has to do, any summonses that we're served from anyone else other than Victoria Police has to go through subpoena management unit. I've printed out that for you, it's got phone numbers and whatnot. They coordinate all external summonses and whatnot. Okay, there's no other way you can serve these things. It must go through them.
So I can't actually serve it on him personally?
No, they will do it. They will do it. What will happen,
so
it'll go through them.
Okay, so
they'll send it here as a file. Alright?
So, because I've got this affidavit declaration of service that I have to fill in for the court. So what I will have to do is I'll have to leave...
Any of these sort of things, they'll serve...
That one I'll have to leave with you to serve on him personally, yes?
No, we can't serve anything on him. It's the subpoena management unit that does all the serving of externals, summonses and whatnot on police. We don't get served by any member of the public. It's the subpoena management unit. Alright? What you've got to do is collect all this together, take that with you,
so where
give them a bell. They're in the city. They're at the VPC on Spencer Street. Alright?
So would I need to speak with Senior Sergeant Howard Jones about what
He's not here, he's in sale.
He's in sale. Is he on? Is he on?
I can't tell you his movements, mate.
Is he rostered on now?
He's on now, yeah.
What time does he knock on?
I'm not telling you that, mate.
Well, because I can go and serve it on him now.
No, you cannot serve this on him. You cannot serve it on him. It's subpoena management unit that serve it.
Well, how do I? Okay, so
You got to call this number, all right? This phone number here, all right?
and then get their name, and then get their email address, and then email it to them.
However they want to play it.
Well,
All right?
it seems a bit funny, really. He's a.
That's the way Vic Pole do things.
But is that the way the court does stuff? The court.
They're serving paperwork on us. All right?
Hmm.
This is.
Has been
There's
established
no
within the
court
court
matter
register.
unless this is served
Yes,
the correct
is
way.
Central management for all subpoenas served. Well, see, that's the central management point. It's not actually the local management point. So, to refer me to this central body,
Yep.
that's
Which I'm required
that's-
to do.
that's that makes things very difficult. Makes it very hard. It should just be
Yeah, I
there.
understand.
You go, job
Yeah.
done.
I know, that's the easy way, but there's no easy way when you're dealing with
With Victoria Police.
or any government body.
The primary responsibility is to assist. See, what's this assess mean? Do they assess this as to whether they're going to serve it? Because there's no correspondence entered into here is required there.
Give him a ring.
But we can't take it. If you hand me that, I'll probably end up just throwing it out because it's useless.
Well,
Right.
it's a court document.
Yeah, but
You'd be
it's
charged
useless.
with
It's
destroying
drive-
court
If it's not
documents.
done through the right
I don't
channels.
know how else to explain it to you. You got to get all this paperwork through these guys here, right? Give them a bell.
I'm not
and I'll
entering
help
a
you with
role
it.
where subpoenas.
All right.
Well, I'm not happy. I need to speak with Howard Jones.
Well, he's not here at the moment, so we
You
can't help
told
him
me
with
he's
that.
in sale and that he's on duty now.
He won't be speaking to you today, mate. You got
But-
to send this through.
Well, are you speaking for
mate, I'm not
Howard
gonna
Jones?
help. I can't help you anymore.
Are you
either,
speaking for Howard Jones on
Right?
behalf
Of course I am. He's
So
not
you're
here.
speaking on behalf of Howard Jones?
How you going? That phone's on. Hi, Mum. How you going?
It'll be on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
So you're speaking for Howard Jones?
Yes, I am. He's not here, mate.
I know
There
he's
we go.
not here. Kelly Hicks, who I've spoken to on the
Conversation's
phone,
over.
has spoken.
Subpoena management unit, all right? Have a good day.
That's very unprofessional of you.
Of course it is.
Of course it is unprofessional. Ooh.
But the proper procedure is that we deal with a subpoena.
Okay, so I'm just going to write this down. I can actually serve it at the police station where he works.
Oh, you're not obviously. You can serve it on him personally if you can find him, but otherwise you serve it here and we'll redirect it to him.
Well, see, he's being protected by these members. They've said yes, he works at Morwell, but then they've said no, he's at Sale today,
Right.
and Sale have said, well, he's not here. So, so can you explain why police would be so hard to find and contact and serve a subpoena on?
Oh, I can't speak for the local police or what this particular senior sergeant is doing at this present time, so it's not appropriate for me to comment on where he is at any one time. I don't know.
Well, I wasn't actually asking for you to answer that. I was asking you why the police here are being so cagey about his whereabouts.
Well, I can't comment on that because I don't know. I don't know if they are being cagey or that's just your assessment of it.
Well, they told me that he does work at Morwell, but then they said he's at Sale,
So how's that being cagey?
because when I rang Sale, he's not there and he hasn't been there.
Right.
So it's very suspicious, these actions. It's not I have a good working relationship with Senior Sergeant Howard Jones. So it's not, and I need to speak to him to brief him as to why, I think I've already told you, why he's being given this summons.
Okay.
So to disallow that by these untoward behaviour, it's very frustrating. I'm sure you could imagine if you had to serve a subpoena on someone and you went to their home and they said, "Oh no, he's not here," but really he was. Well, that would be seen as
So as far as you're concerned, the usual workplace is the MORWELL Police Station.
Yes,
is it?
yes.
We'll go and serve it there then.
Okay, now I have an affidavit of declaration of service. Now the acting senior sergeant there said he would just throw it straight in the bin.
Right.
So, so I'm going to have to get something in writing. I'll just write it down. So you're saying it's okay to serve it at the police station?
Serve it at this usual workplace.
It is okay to serve summons at his normal workplace. Now I've got I better get your employee number as well so that I can relay this to the acting senior sergeant.
Oh, I'm not giving you my employee number because that's irrelevant to...
Well, you're at...
I've given you my name and where I'm from.
Yes, I better just get that subpoena.
If you say to Sergeant Howard works at MORWELL, we'll go there and serve the subpoena at his normal work location.
Subpoena management unit. And I've been instructed by Senior Sergeant Corbett, management...
Oh, I'm not instructing you, I'm just saying that's your option.
I have that option. That option is available to me under the Acts, and so I will be serving it on them. Now I'll just have to get them to give their details for this affidavit and declaration of service.
Is there anything else, Mr. Sherman? I'm very busy.
Well, so am I. I'll be, well, I may need to call you to, I may need to subpoena you, in fact, to give evidence of this phone call.
Well, I'll be opposing that, and I'll be arranging counsel to appear on my behalf, which you will pay for when I'm successful. But if you want to go down that path, it's entirely up to you.
Well, it'll be a criminal subpoena because it's part of a criminal investigation, so you...
Well, I have no involvement in any criminal proceeding.
Well, if it turns out, if this senior sergeant in Morwell tries to override you saying it is okay to serve a summons at his normal workplace, then it becomes you are implicated in that criminal proceeding. And he hangs up. You alright? Okay. G'day. I've just been speaking to, what's it called, the subpoena management unit, and it turns out I can actually serve this subpoena here. So I need you to go through this affidavit with me so that it can be said that so that it can be presented to court that I have served it on you. And you will then obviously be responsible for the serving of this on Senior Sergeant Howard Jones.
Excuse 1 second, mate.
Hi. I've been speaking to Senior Sergeant Corbett from Subpoena. So
I spoke to him as well.
So before you start taking things off me, I'd like to get the address here, please.
It's
8-10
Hazelwood Road.
HAZELWOOD Road, Morwell,
Victoria.
3840. And your name?
It's John.
John.
Hardiman.
Hardiman. And you are leading senior constable. Is that right? Or what is your title today?
Acting Sergeant today.
Acting
Happy?
Sergeant. Is that right?
What'd you say?
Sergeant.
Yeah.
So
33
33
0
0
8.
8
I just need to report that my garbage bin was
33088.
Well,
Now,
no,
so
I've
that's
got a new copy.
this has now been left with you. There it is on the record. That is yours to serve on Senior Sergeant Howard Jones. Senior Sergeant Howard Jones has my contact details, and I request that he call me so that I can arrange a very brief meeting with him so that he can we can talk about what it is that he will be asked and why. We have a very good relationship,
No worries.
Senior Sergeant Howard. So I'll see. When can I reasonably expect his phone call?
Sometime tomorrow.
Sometime tomorrow. Thank you very much. Nice
No worries.
for you to
Pleasure to visit.
actually be professional this time. Hello, who have I got there?
John here, Phil.
Oh, g'day Howard, how are you going?
I'm alright, yourself?
Yeah, good. Just pulled over so I can have a chat. Yes, so you've got the summons.
Yeah, I got that, yep.
Yeah, great. I would have loved to have spoken to you in person, but the people were being, your understudies were being pretty rude, so it was, yeah.
So,
But anyway.
yeah, what am I going to be able to say to the court, Phil?
Well, it's basically, I'm going to be asking you about the 3 conversations we had,
Yep.
and that's it. I'm going to be asking you if you recall the conversations, the 3 conversations we had, and then I'm going to ask you in relation to the first conversation, were we polite and respectful at all times, and did we put forward our opposing views and respectfully and professionally disagree?
Yeah, to some extent, yeah.
Yep, we did. Well, my recollection is that we were both respectful of each other's views, and we both put forward our views respectfully.
I would definitely say that about the second conversation, Phil.
Hang on, the second conversation, I even swore. I told you, and I'm going to be asking you, I told you man to man effectively what I thought of the whole schmozzle. And it was, we both almost got heated because it was. Yeah.
Oh, can I just put you on hold for a second? I've got another call. I'll get rid of that.
No.
Righto, so, yeah, we had 3 conversations,
Yeah.
as I recall it.
And the third one was witnessed by Andrea Cleven.
Yeah,
Officer
that's right.
Cleven, yeah.
Righto.
And she ended up taking my statement against Officer Best.
Yeah.
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 So it's just about those conversations, and I don't know if you'd remember I think it was in the second or third conversation where you actually gave me your assessment of me as a human being.
Yeah.
And I remember you said I was appeared to be a hard-working, honest member of the community.
Yeah.
And that I see things in black and white, right or wrong.
Yeah, that sort of basically rings a bell.
Yeah.
I got to say, Phil, I remember at least, I do recall Andrew taking a statement from you. I recall having 3 conversations with you. There's one of those conversations.
Hard to reason with too.
Yeah, well, there you go. Well, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to it.
And
I'm just giving you mine, so
yeah, but no,
that's what I'll be saying. and
that's
I'll be
fine.
explaining.
Yep, no, that's great. That's great.
So when
Yep.
do you think, because I'm not available for 3 days.
Well,
I can tell you right now, 2 days notice or something like this is pretty outrageous. If I was to send someone a witness summons and give them 2 days notice, then I would not really be expecting them to turn up, and there'd be nothing I could do to force someone to turn up if that's
respect that, and it's because of the court failing to allow an adjournment. Because of, I don't know if you know, Anne was going to be my legal representative at the time, but she's, well, she's very unwell, and it's all documented through her medical, on her medical file, and she simply cannot make it on those days. And the court have forced her to find a barrister, which she's done, but of course this barrister isn't available either. So the court is trying to force me to run the hearing without any legal counsel whatsoever. And it's you should have been given more notice, as I should have as well. But unfortunately the court has ordered that it go ahead, regardless of the fact that they strongly advised me to get legal representation, and I took that advisement and got legal representation. But now the court has decided that magically I don't need this this legal representation, in contrary to the magistrate's ruling.
Yeah. So how long has your miss been sick?
Well, it's an ongoing illness. She has to go to hospital, and they've changed her medication, which means she can't function early in the morning. She wouldn't be able to get there till lunchtime anyway.
Yeah.
So she's really sick.
In a nutshell, look, honestly, I'm too busy to come and sit around the courthouse all day only to be told to come back tomorrow. What I'll get you to do is to give me ring me when you think that I'll be required, and I'll come down. It'll take me, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours to get there.
It'll take you 2 hours.
Give me 2 hours notice and I'll come down and give evidence.
Alright. I can pretty much guarantee you won't be required on Wednesday. I can almost entirely guarantee that. In fact, I can't absolutely 100% guarantee it, but I would say you won't be required on Wednesday.
Alright, well, you ring me when you know I'll be required.
Yep.
Because I can't sit around a courthouse, like I say, I can't sit around a courthouse all day.
No, and I don't expect you to, Howard. I don't expect you to, Howard.
Yeah.
And I would have preferred to have spoken to you in person today, but it wasn't to be. Okay, so, Senior Sergeant...
I'll hear from you then.
I need a phone number.
Oh yeah, just ring me at the station, Phil.
MORWELL 5131
5000.
5000, and
just say, look, if I'm not here,
yep.
Just ask them to pass on a message to me to call you.
Okay, will do.
Righto.
Okay, thanks very much for calling me back, Howard.
No worries, Phil.
Okay, bye.
Okay.